Welcome back to my channel, Pocket Change Coins. If you're excited about finding hidden gems in your pocket change, you're in the right place. First, we're going to uncover some of the most valuable and rare US coins that could be worth a fortune. Let's dive in. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of American currency to uncover the secrets of a truly special coin, the 1979 $1 coin from the United States of America. It might seem like just another dollar at first glance, but what if I told you this coin, under the right conditions, could be worth a small fortune? Yes, what you may have passed over in your change jar could be one of the most valuable pieces of modern American coinage ever made. So stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll find out exactly why this coin is special, and just how much it could be worth if you happen to have the rare variety everyone is talking about. Let's start by setting the stage. The year is 1979. The United States is entering a new era. Technology is advancing, inflation is a hot topic, and the government is looking for a way to cut costs while modernizing its currency system. That's when they introduced a brand new dollar coin to replace the bulky and unpopular Eisenhower dollars that had been minted throughout the 1970s. This new dollar coin was different in every way. Smaller in size, lighter in weight, and made with a golden bronze outer layer over a copper core, it was meant to be more convenient for daily use. But the most striking feature of the new dollar was its design. For the very first time in American history, the face of a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, the legendary suffragette and civil rights leader, graced the front of a circulating coin. The decision to honor Susan B. Anthony was a bold one, and it marked a historic milestone for equality in America. Her profile, facing right, is framed by the words "Liberty" and the year 1979, with the famous motto, "In God We Trust," also present. Surrounding the coin are 11 stars, a nod to the original 13 colonies -2 for the modern aesthetic. It was a coin meant to reflect progress, history, and social change. On the reverse side, the design showcases the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon, olive branch in its claws, with the Earth in the background. This design was carried over from the Eisenhower dollar to celebrate one of the greatest achievements in human history. Around the edge are the words "United States of America" and $1, reminding us that this coin is not just symbolic, but functional as well. However, what truly makes the 1979 $1 coin fascinating isn't just its symbolism or purpose, it's the story of its production, its variations, and the minting anomalies that drive collectors wild. During its release, the U.S. Mint produced the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 3 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. But here's where things get exciting. The 1979 P coin, minted in Philadelphia, came with 2 distinct varieties known as the narrow rim and the wide rim or near date. In the narrow rim variety, the date is positioned farther away from the coin's edge. This was the more common variety and was produced in large numbers. But the wide rim version, where the date appears closer to the edge and the rim is thicker, was only produced briefly before changes were made. That makes it extremely rare, and extremely desirable. Adding to the rarity, some of these wide rim coins were struck with high precision and survived in mint state, untouched by circulation. Others, even rarer still, were struck with minor minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet issues, making them even more unique and valuable to collectors. Now imagine this: you come across a $1,979 coin. At first glance, it looks just like any other. But you look closer, and the date is nearly touching the rim. You flip it over, perfect luster, no scratches, sharp detail. You've just discovered a 1979 P wide rim dollar in uncirculated condition, a coin that collectors will compete fiercely to own. The truth is, coins like these are out there. They're in drawers, in old coin rolls, in forgotten jars from grandma's attic. And when they're found in the right condition, with the right variety or a striking error, they can be worth far more than anyone ever expected. So just how much could the rarest and finest 1979 $1 coin be worth today? Well, if you're holding one in pristine, uncirculated mint state, or better yet, one with a rare error, you could be looking at an astonishing value of $200,000. That's right, $200,000 for a coin that many people considered pocket change. It's a reminder that treasure doesn't always come in gold bars or ancient artifacts. Sometimes, it's right there in your hand, waiting to be discovered. So what are you waiting for? Start digging through those coin jars, check your old collections, ask your family if they've kept any old coins from the past. That 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar might just be the unexpected gem that turns your curiosity into cash. Second rare coin, we're diving deep into a special piece of modern American coinage, the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin from the year 2000 with the P mint mark. You might think you've seen it before or even spent it at a vending machine. But if you knew what I know about this coin, you'd never let it go that easily. So, grab your magnifying glass and your coin jar, because this little beauty could be far more valuable than you think. And by the end of this video, I'll reveal just how much this coin could fetch in today's collector's market. Spoiler alert, it's not a small number. Let's set the stage. The year 2000 was a time of anticipation and excitement. The world had just entered a new millennium. Y2K had come and gone, the internet was booming, and the US Mint was ready to introduce a bold new design to the dollar coin, a coin that would celebrate America's heritage while introducing new technology and new materials. Although many refer to this as a presidential dollar, the first golden dollar coin of this era did not feature a president at all. In fact, the coin that came out in 2000 featured Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a crucial role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. But here's the interesting twist: many coins minted in this era, especially the experimental runs from Philadelphia marked with a P, have unusual features, limited runs, and minting anomalies that have turned them into collector's gold. Now let's talk about the design. The obverse of the 2000 P coin showcases a powerful portrait of Sacagawea, a young Native American woman with her infant son Jean-Baptiste on her back. This design, created by artist Glenna Goodacker, is rich with symbolism. It represents courage, contribution, and the often overlooked stories that shaped American history. Sacagawea's gaze is calm, steady, and strong, a visual tribute to her journey through unexplored territories. The reverse of the coin features a soaring eagle in flight, with 20 stars representing the number of states at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Below it, the words "United States of America" and $1 remind us that this is both a tribute and a piece of legal tender. But what really makes this coin stand out in the world of collectors is not just the history it represents, it's the variations, the experimental pieces, and the rare errors that slipped through the minting process. One of the most famous is the 2000 P Cheerios dollar, a limited number of coins that were distributed in special Cheerios cereal boxes as part of a US Mint promotion. These coins featured a prototype eagle tail design on the reverse that was different from the mass-circulated version, something that collectors absolutely crave. Others include coins with mule errors, such as a 2000 P Sacagawea dollar struck with a state quarter obverse, a stunning mistake that only a handful of people in the world possess. Still others may feature off-center strikes, double dies, or proof-like finishes even though they weren't supposed to be proofs at all. The thrill of discovering one of these rare variants is what keeps collectors searching. Even regular 2000 P Sacagawea coins, when found in perfect uncirculated condition, with brilliant luster, no handling marks, and flawless detail, can demand top dollar in auctions. But when combined with an error or special variety, like the Cheerios reverse or a mule pairing, the value increases dramatically. So how can you tell if the coin you're holding might be one of these hidden gems? First, check for the P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, examine the eagle's tail feathers. If they are more detailed or look slightly different, you may be holding one of the fabled Cheerios variants. If anything looks off about the design, shape, or strike, it might be an error coin. And if it's in pristine condition? Even better, coins like these don't just carry historical value, they carry serious market value. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a rare 2000 P presidential-style gold dollar coin, especially one with a prototype reverse or unique minting error in mint state, its value can soar beyond expectations. In top condition and with the right features, this coin could be worth an astounding $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000. That's the kind of money that can turn a collector's passion into a once-in-a-lifetime payday. So before you spend that old golden dollar or toss it into a coin jar, take a closer look. You could be holding a small piece of American numismatic history worth far more than face value. And who knows, your next big treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Third expensive coin, we're taking a fascinating journey back to early America through one of the most unique pieces of modern U.S. coinage, the U.S. Presidential Gold $1 coin from 2008, featuring the 6th President of the United States. That's right, we're talking about the coin that honors John Quincy Adams, a man whose legacy shaped American diplomacy, education, and civil service. This golden dollar doesn't just represent a former president, it may also represent a small fortune sitting quietly in someone's coin jar. So, before you check out of this video, make sure you watch all the way through, because in the final moments, we're going to reveal just how much this little gold-colored coin could be worth in today's collector's market. Spoiler alert, it's a six-figure number that may just change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Let's begin with the story behind the man on the coin, John Quincy Adams. The son of founding father and second President John Adams, John Quincy was born into a legacy of public service. He served as a senator, a diplomat, Secretary of State, and eventually the 6th President of the United States. Known for his intelligence, eloquence, and strong principles, Adams was a champion of science, education, and the abolition of slavery long before it became politically popular. Even after his presidency, he returned to serve in the House of Representatives, becoming one of the few presidents to re-enter politics in such a dedicated way. In 2008, as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential dollar coin program, his legacy was permanently honored with a beautiful commemorative coin. These presidential coins were designed not just for circulation, but also as educational tools and collector's items. They feature detailed, high-quality engravings, golden coloring, and inscriptions that celebrate each leader's contribution to American history. Now let's explore the artistry of the 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin. On the obverse, we see a bold, dignified portrait of the president, facing slightly left. The engraving is crisp and well-defined, capturing the seriousness and wisdom of Adams during a time of political transition in early America. Around the edges of the coin are his name, the inscription, 6th President, and the years of his presidency, 1825 to 1829. The reverse side is consistent with all presidential dollars in this series, the majestic Statue of Liberty, arm raised high in timeless salute, with the denomination, $1, inscribed clearly. What really sets these coins apart, however, is the edge lettering, a unique feature where the mint mark, the year, and the mottos, E pluribus unum and In God We Trust, are engraved along the outer edge of the coin instead of the face or reverse. For collectors, this edge detail opens the door to potential minting errors, and that's where things get really interesting. Yes, the secret to the real value of the 2008 presidential dollar may lie in what you don't see, or what wasn't supposed to happen at all. Some of these coins were mistakenly released without the edge lettering, making them known as godless dollars. Others had double edge inscriptions, or the lettering was upside down, referred to as inverted edge lettering. Each of these mint errors dramatically increases the rarity and desirability of the coin. Add to that the Philadelphia Mint mark, P, and you have a coin that stands out even further. While millions of these coins were struck, the error coins and those in mint state condition, meaning flawless, uncirculated, and free of even the tiniest scratch, are incredibly rare. And rarity, as any seasoned collector knows, is the true engine of value in the world of numismatics. So how do you know if the John Quincy Adams dollar coin in your collection is special? Start by checking the edge. If it's missing the inscriptions or has unusual lettering, you may be holding an error coin. Next, examine the overall condition. Is the surface clean? Are the edges sharp? Is the luster still bright and golden? A coin in mint or near mint condition, especially one that was never released into circulation, will always demand higher interest and value, and here's the exciting part: if you're lucky enough to have a 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential $1 coin with a rare minting error and it's in perfect uncirculated condition, it could be worth an astounding $150,000. That's right. $150,000 for a single small coin that might have been tossed into a drawer or left at the bottom of a change jar. It's enough to make you want to go back and check every golden dollar you've ever received as change. This just goes to show that in the world of coins, history and value often go hand in hand. These little discs of metal are more than money, they are pieces of the American story, and sometimes, treasures waiting to be discovered. Especially, we're about to uncover the hidden value and powerful story behind the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin from 2009, featuring none other than the 12th President of the United States, Zachary Taylor. Now you might be thinking, it's just a modern dollar coin, right? Oh, but let me stop you right there. This isn't just spare change. This particular 2009 presidential dollar has some fascinating traits that make it a true gem in the eyes of collectors, and if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll reveal exactly how much one of these coins could be worth if it's the rare kind that collectors dream about. Spoiler alert, it's a figure that will blow your mind. Let's start with a bit of historical perspective. Zachary Taylor, known affectionately as Old Rough and Ready, was a National War hero before he ever stepped into the Oval Office. His military career spanned 4 decades, and he earned fame during the Mexican-American War. As the 12th president, Taylor took office in 1849, during a period of intense political tension over the expansion of slavery into new territories. Tragically, his presidency lasted only 16 months. He died unexpectedly in 1850, making his term one of the shortest in American history. Despite his brief time as president, Taylor remains an important figure, symbolizing strength, duty, and a deep devotion to the Union. Fast forward to 2009, and the U.S. Mint chose to honor his legacy as part of the Presidential Dollar Coin Program, a series designed to celebrate American leadership and teach the public about our nation's past through everyday coinage. These coins weren't just made to spend, they were designed to inspire, educate, and in some rare cases, enrich those who find them. The 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential $1 coin is crafted in a beautiful golden hue. Though not made of real gold, its golden color gives it a rich, commemorative feel. On the obverse, we see a finely detailed portrait of President Taylor, with his name inscribed along the top edge and the title, 12th President, along with the years he served, 1849 to 1850, below. The Mint did an impressive job capturing Taylor's strong features, rugged character, and determined expression. It's a coin that feels presidential, noble, and steeped in history. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the powerful image of the Statue of Liberty, arm raised high, torch in hand, a universal symbol of freedom and democracy. This iconic design is consistent across the presidential dollar series and serves as a visual reminder of the ideals every president is meant to protect. But wait, what really makes this 2009 coin stand out isn't just its design. It's what lies around the edge of the coin. That's right, this coin has edge lettering, and here's where things get exciting. Each presidential dollar features inscriptions on the coin's edge: the year of minting, the mint mark, in this case, P for Philadelphia, E pluribus unum, and In God We Trust. However, not all coins were created equal. Due to minting issues during the early years of the presidential dollar series, several coins left the mint without these edge inscriptions. Others have double inscriptions, misaligned text, or upside-down lettering. These are not just mistakes, they're collector gold. Error coins like these are extremely valuable because they are so rare. And when it comes to the Zachary Taylor 2009 coin, certain errors have pushed its value into extraordinary territory. Let's also talk about condition. Coins that have never entered circulation, called mint state coins, are prized for their flawless surfaces, sharp details, and untouched finishes. A Zachary Taylor dollar coin that has been kept in pristine condition, sealed from the elements, and free of handling marks becomes exponentially more desirable to serious collectors. Now imagine combining rarity and perfect condition with a unique error, like missing edge lettering. That's when this unassuming little coin transforms into a rare treasure. And now, the part you've been waiting for. if you are fortunate enough to own a 2009 Zachary Taylor presidential dollar coin with a rare mint error and in uncirculated condition, its value could soar as high as $140,000. That's right, $140,000 for a coin that some people passed over without a second glance. Just imagine holding something that valuable in the palm of your hand, so, the next time you come across a presidential $1 coin, don't overlook it. Flip it over. Check the edge. Inspect it closely. You never know, you might be sitting on a piece of history that could change your life. Next coin, we're talking about the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin from 2007, specifically the fourth president in the series, James Madison, minted at the Philadelphia Mint with the iconic P mark. Now, don't let the modern date fool you. While the presidential dollar coins began rolling out in 2007, some of them have grown in rarity and value in just a short time. And when we talk about the James Madison 2007 P coin, we're not just talking about a regular dollar coin. We're talking about a coin that blends historical greatness with numismatic intrigue, a combination that's pure gold for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Let's set the stage with a little history. James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, was a monumental figure in American history. Often referred to as the "Father of the Constitution," Madison played a key role in drafting the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights. He served as president from 1809 to 1817 and led the nation through the War of 1812. A master of political theory, Madison helped shape the foundational principles of American democracy that we still uphold today. To honor his legacy, the U.S. Mint released the James Madison presidential $1 coin in 2007 as part of the newly launched presidential dollar program. The goal of this program was to educate Americans about our nation's presidents by putting their faces into circulation in the most accessible way, through everyday currency. Each coin featured a different president in the order in which they served, and Madison, of course, was fourth in line. Now let's take a closer look at the coin's appearance. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find a detailed portrait of President Madison, his thoughtful gaze, colonial-style hair, and historical dress all captured with sharp relief. His name curves above his likeness, while the title, Fourth President, and the years of his service, 1809 to 1817, are etched beneath. The artistry on these coins is not only respectful but elegant, a true tribute to one of the founding fathers of the nation. On the reverse, the Statue of Liberty takes center stage, torch held high against the backdrop of liberty and enlightenment. This design is common to all coins in the presidential dollar series and reinforces the core values of freedom and hope that every president is meant to uphold. The coin's edge includes the year of minting, 2007, the mint mark, P for Philadelphia, and inscriptions like E pluribus unum and In God We Trust. But here's where it gets really interesting: not all James Madison coins are created equal. When the presidential dollar series launched in 2007, the U.S. Mint experimented with edge lettering, a feature not commonly used in circulating U.S. coins. This meant errors were inevitable. Some coins were released without any edge inscriptions at all. Others had doubling on the lettering, upside-down inscriptions, or other misprints. These rare minting errors have since become the crown jewels of the presidential dollar collection. So, what makes the 2007 P James Madison dollar coin potentially so valuable? It's a combination of rarity, condition, and error type. A coin found in perfect, uncirculated mint state, meaning it's never been used in everyday transactions and retains all its original luster, already increases in value. But when that coin also features a minting error, such as missing edge lettering, its value skyrockets. Collectors go absolutely wild for these variants. Why? Because they're not just coins, they're mistakes that were never meant to exist. Their rarity lies in the fact that only a small number ever made it out of the mint without being caught, and that's what makes them so precious. Imagine owning a coin that only a handful of people in the entire world have. That's what makes these error coins so captivating and valuable. The market for presidential dollar error coins has seen explosive growth over the past decade, and coins like the James Madison 2007 P with these errors are becoming harder and harder to find in top condition. Every day, collectors and investors alike are scouring auctions, estate sales, and personal collections in hopes of finding one of these golden nuggets, and now, the part you've all been waiting for. If you happen to have a 2007 James Madison presidential $1 coin in uncirculated condition, and it features a rare minting error like missing edge lettering or doubled inscriptions, you could be sitting on a numismatic treasure that's worth a staggering $200,000. Yes, you heard that right, $200,000. A single, small coin honoring one of America's most significant presidents could hold life-changing value. So the next time you go through your change, look closely. Inspect those presidential dollars. What seems like an ordinary coin might actually be a golden opportunity in disguise. Last unique coin, we're talking about none other than the U.S. presidential gold $1 coin, featuring the 9th President of the United States, William Henry Harrison, minted in the year 2009 with the D mark from the Denver Mint. At first glance, this coin might seem like any other dollar coin minted in recent years. But don't be fooled. This unassuming piece of golden-colored metal holds more than just face value. It holds a legacy, a glimpse into presidential history, and potentially, a fortune. So, sit tight and watch until the end, because this coin could be worth much, much more than you'd expect. Let's begin with a bit of historical background. William Henry Harrison, the 9th President of the United States, is most famously remembered for having the shortest presidency in American history. He served for only 31 days before passing away in April of 1841, making his tenure the briefest of any U.S. president. But despite his short time in office, his impact on American history was significant. A seasoned military leader and a hero of the War of 1812, Harrison represented the changing tides of American politics and expansion during the early 19th century. To commemorate his legacy, the United States Mint released the William Henry Harrison presidential $1 coin in 2009 as part of the widely admired presidential dollar program. This series ran from 2007 to 2016 and honored U.S. presidents in the order in which they served. The coins were unique not just for their subject matter, but also for their brilliant, golden appearance and distinctive edge lettering, a feature not typically found on circulating U.S. coins. Now let's take a closer look at the design elements of this coin. On the obverse, or front, of the coin, you'll find a finely detailed portrait of President Harrison. His stern gaze, noble profile, and era-appropriate attire make this a powerful tribute to a president who left a mark despite his short time in office. Surrounding his image are the inscriptions, William Henry Harrison, 9th President, and the years of his presidency, 1841. Flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll see the symbolic and ever-inspiring image of the Statue of Liberty, standing tall and holding her torch high. This image is common to all coins in the presidential dollar series and represents the values of freedom and democracy that each president is meant to uphold, but one of the most unique features of these coins is what you don't see right away: the edge inscriptions. Unlike most U.S. coins, the presidential dollar series includes vital information engraved along the edge of the coin. This includes the year of minting, the mint mark, in this case, D for Denver, and the mottos, E pluribus unum and In God We Trust. However, here's where things get especially interesting. Not every 2009 D William Henry Harrison dollar coin came out of the mint looking exactly the same. During production, errors occasionally slipped through, mistakes like missing edge lettering, doubled inscriptions, or even partially struck dies. These minting errors transformed ordinary coins into rare collector's items, sparking the interest of coin hunters and historians alike. The 2009 D Harrison coin with such errors is particularly sought after because Denver Mint issues were generally produced in high numbers and meant for circulation. So finding one with an error, especially in uncirculated or mint state condition, is both surprising and exciting. It's like discovering a hidden flaw in a gem that actually increases its value tenfold. So, why do collectors go wild for coins with errors? Because they're like nature's accidents, beautifully unique, often one of a kind, and nearly impossible to replicate. When these kinds of coins show up at auctions or among collections, they cause a stir. Some are known to be sold for jaw-dropping prices, especially when graded by professionals and authenticated as genuine minting anomalies. And now, let's get to the most exciting part of this video, the value. If you're lucky enough to have a 2009 U.S. presidential gold $1 coin featuring William Henry Harrison in uncirculated condition, and it includes a rare minting error like missing edge lettering, misaligned dies, or any other verified anomaly, it could be worth a mind-blowing $167,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $167,000 for a single coin that you might already have in your pocket, coin jar, or tucked away in a box from years ago. It's stories like this that remind us why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a journey through time, filled with mystery, value, and hidden riches. So what are you waiting for? Take a look through your collection, your drawer, or even your piggy bank. You might be sitting on a piece of history worth more than you ever imagined. And if you enjoyed this video and want more exciting insights into the world of rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a golden opportunity. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep dreaming big.